The sun was just rising over the African savannah. Golden light spilled across the tall grasses. Birds stirred, and somewhere far off, a rhino shifted in the morning haze. The world seemed quiet, but that quiet was full of life and danger. Two rangers were beginning their day. Luazi moved with alert curiosity, eyes scanning the horizon, every rustle in the grass, every track in the dirt. Thando followed lazily, distracted, going through the motions, thinking about everything but the wilderness around him. Luazi told himself, "Today, I'll notice what others don't." Thando stretched and muttered, "Another day. Let's get this over with." Little did they know that today the choices they made would test them in ways neither could imagine. They walked a dusty trail through the tall savanna grasses. Luazi paused, kneeling to examine fresh tracks in the dirt. "These aren't tourist footprints. They're too fresh," he whispered. Thando glanced, shrugged, and said, "Probably nothing. Let's move on." But Luazi could not ignore it. He sketched the tracks in his notebook, compared them to past patrols, and realized someone had been moving through the park illegally. Over the next few days, Luazi noticed more. Faint smoke rising in the distance, broken branches, distressed animal tracks. Every detail told a story. Thando laughed it off. "We're chasing shadows," he said. One afternoon, a trap snapped near a young rhino. Luazi sprinted forward, heart pounding, freeing the terrified animal and whispering, "You're safe now. I've got you." That night, around the campfire, Luazi said to Thando, "Every small observation can save a life." Thando felt a pang of guilt. For months, he had been ignoring the signs. Now he realized how much he had been missing. The next morning, distant gunshots cracked across the savannah. Both men froze. The sound echoed like a whip. Luazi's heart raced not, just from fear, but from the weight of responsibility. "If I hesitate, lives are at risk." Thando's chest tightened. For the first time, he felt the gnawing shame of neglect. How often he had ignored warning signs. How easily life could slip through his hands. Without a word, they sprinted toward a distant hill, where dust spiraled into the air. There, a poacher's net had trapped a herd of impalas, and a poacher aimed a rifle at a fleeing young elephant. Luazi dove, grabbing a branch to knock the gun aside, heart hammering. Every second stretched, amplified, as the elephant's eyes met his. Courage, he realized, wasn't the absence of fire, it was noticing danger and acting anyway. Thando, caught off guard, barely managed to pull the elephant to safety, but the poachers escaped. Relief surged through him, mixed with guilt. "I should have been more alert. I should have seen this coming." The savannah had shown them both that attention, not bravado, saves lives. Over the next days, the rangers tracked the poachers deeper into the park. The tall grasses bent under their careful steps, shadows stretching across the ground as the sun fell. Each snap of a twig made them pause. Each rustle of leaves made their hearts jump. One evening, Luazi noticed a faint flicker through the trees. "Poacher camp," he whispered. They crouched behind a thicket, watching. Shadows moved, fires burned, and the smell of smoke and raw meat filled the air. The camp was larger than they had imagined. "We need a plan," Luazi said. "No mistakes. One wrong step, and we'll lose them and, maybe ourselves." Thando nodded, more alert than ever. The weight of responsibility pressed down on him. He realized that passivity could kill not just the animals, but the rangers themselves. That night, they moved silently for a reconnaissance patrol. The moon was low, casting silver across the grasses. Luazi crouched low, scanning the perimeter. A distant owl hooted, and somewhere, a leopard growled. Every sound was magnified in the night, each one a possible threat. Suddenly, the ground beneath them shifted. Luazi stumbled backward. Thando barely caught him, and they realized they had stepped into a cleverly hidden pit trap. Dust tumbled around them. Luazi's mind raced. "If we fall, It's over not just for us, but for every animal we've been protecting. Panic clawed at him, yet clarity followed. Focus, observation, teamwork. They were their only lifeline. Thando's hands shook as he helped Luazi out. Fear mingled with regret. I could have been more alert. I could have prevented this. They crawled free, breathless, acutely aware of the savannah's danger and their own responsibility. A few nights later, they encountered a wounded rhino near a dry water. Its horn had been partially hacked at, but the poachers had left it behind. Luazi approached slowly, checking the wound. "It'll survive," he said, "but only if we keep it safe." Thando assisted, setting a perimeter around the waterhole to protect the animal. That small act reminded them that every moment, every observation, could tip the balance between life and death. One night, they tracked poachers through dense bush, silent except for the distant calls of hyenas. A misstep, a snapped branch, almost betrayed them. Thando's nerves were taut. Luazi whispered, "Steady. Wait for the signs." They crouched as the poachers passed, unaware of the two eyes watching every move. It was a game of patience, observation, and nerve one false move, and the balance of life could shatter. Finally, the night of the ambush arrived. Luazi signaled silently, hand gestures precise. The poachers stepped into the clearing, unaware of the trap. Thando's heart raced. Every shadow, every sound demanded attention. He noticed what he had ignored for months, the subtle signs, the patterns, the risks. And in that moment, something shifted. He moved with clarity, decisiveness, guiding the poachers into their own trap. The poachers were captured without harming a single rhino. Luazi clapped Thando on the shoulder. Curiosity saved them. It can save you too. Thando watched the animals grazing safely in the moonlight. He felt a spark of responsibility and awareness he hadn't felt in years. Dawn rose again over the savannah. Birds called, rhinos grazed, and the rangers walked side by side, alert and aware. Life, like the savannah, is full of hidden signs. Curiosity keeps us awake, aware, and ready to act. Apathy lets opportunities slip by, unnoticed. Every small act of attention, care, and curiosity ripples outward. It can save lives, strengthen the balance of the wild, and transform the world around us. And as the sun climbed higher, spilling golden light across the grass, one thing was clear. Noticing, caring, and acting, choosing curiosities. What makes life matter?